Welcome to this week's episode of the Friday Five. I'm Ben Rosart, the Sports Information Director here at Concordia. Joined this week, we're happy to snag some time with outfielder Jair Donovan from the Concordia baseball team. Jair, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We've got 5 questions for you, so let's get right into it. My first question, I know you've said before you're a Dodgers fan, and we're around the Concordia, Eagles Diamond. Who are some of your favorite Dodgers and also like some of your favorite baseball players in general?
Okay, well, as we got this last year, Mookie Betts, of course. Dude's an absolute baller. Love him. I also love Cody Bellinger, lefty swing. I always look after his swing, kind of try to model it, kind of look at his like mine type stuff. Another player that I've watched for a lot of years is Andrew McCutchen. I love watching him, just the way that he handles himself on and off the field. It's just a great role model for me when it comes to how I want to look as a baseball player.
That's a great answer, Jair. And I, as a Phillies fan growing up in the Philadelphia area, and now that McCutchen is a Philly, after all those years with the Pirates, he was so solid.
Listen to that.
That's a great answer. And as an outfielder, I can understand that obviously a lot of similarities and a lot of that you can take, when you see guys like that performing at that level. I want to ask you too, as a student athlete, what's your major and what motivates you to pursue your dream job?
Well, I majored in kinesiology and an emphasis in pre-PT. And I guess my dream job as right now would be a physical therapist, as in somebody that's going to go out and help those athletes that had issues like I did. So as some of you know, I was injured. I injured my right shoulder, tore my labrum. And then the therapist that helped me was great at his job. And I wanted to be someone like that for someone else.
A great inspiration and a great redemption story. Hopefully you can be that light as well, for others. With everything that's going on in the world right now, we're in the middle of a history chapter, Jair. I want to ask you, even though 2020 is not over yet, what's at least one positive takeaway that you've already learned from everything that's going on?
One positive takeaway, huh? I guess I've learned to not take everything at face value from the media and all that stuff. So I kind of look into things a little bit deeper, get a deeper understanding of myself, of people around me. It's kind of just helped me get a different perspective on the world, I should say.
Great answer, Jair. Great answer as well. Want to also ask you just kind of your biggest influences as maybe a baseball player or also just as a young man outside the sport as well.
I'd say my biggest influence was for sure my father. He had a lot to do with the sports life, how I am today, how I grew up, how he taught me to handle others, how to handle myself. He was for sure one of the biggest influences in my life. Like I said too, I watched a lot of Andrew McCutchen when I was younger, and I loved to watch him play. Loved to watch how he handled himself in the outfield, how he hit the ball. It's just kind of who inspired me to be who I am today.
He's quite the professional for sure. Absolutely. My last question, I always like to ask, how has Concordia impacted you and helped you grow?
Concordia as a whole has brought me together with so many people. They brought me my girlfriend. They brought me my teammates, my coaches. They brought me just a whole new family. So I look at them and it's like another home. So I think that Concordia has changed me for the better, and that they've, I guess, gave me a college experience that's like no other.
We've been, fortunate to see you on the diamond, and happy for you and everything, all the success that's going your way in the future. And thank you again for being with us, our guest this week from the Concordia baseball team, Jair Donovan.
For having me.